Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Around the Association. Kyrie Irving, he's back from suspension, third game back. Seems like he has worked his way rather quickly back into the fray after missing 8 games due to suspension. Now, over the last 3 games with Kyrie Irving back with the Brooklyn Nets, they're actually 2-1, and Kyrie seems to have found his mojo as he's averaging 26 points per game over his last 2 games. Now, one thing about Kyrie, he's going to speak his mind, and I think for the most part we all have universally come to accept, hey, Steph Curry is by far the best shooter in the game today, and likely the best shooter that has ever played in the NBA when you consider how he's able to shoot that ball off the dribble. And one thing with Steph, this season is actually statistically better than the 2015-2016 season whenever he won the first unanimous league MVP. Now, with that said, Kyrie Irving don't feel like Steph is still the best shooter. Take a listen to what Kyrie had to say in regards to who the best shooter is now.
Yes, a question about me. I know that he's been out today, but he's another player that he's performing very well. The same as Ben, do you see anything different in him in Utah Watanabe?
He's the best shooter in the world right now. Stats prove it right now. He's best in the world, best shooter in the best league in the world right now. So, we just want him to remain confident and shoot the opportunities that he gets out there. He makes the game a lot easier for us. And when you have guys that are willing to sacrifice their body night to night, you want to reward them, especially when they're shooting the ball well.
Now, I understand you supporting your teammate, and you want, that's who you really want to be the best shooter because they're on your team. You want them to make all their shots. I get supporting a player that you've seen work hard that's actually getting some success and reaping the benefits of that hard work. All for that. Great teammate, great move, great leadership. But I'm also here to say, if anybody really believes Utah Watanabe is the best shooter in the NBA or anybody else other than Stephen Wardell Curry, then I only have one thing to say, and I'm going to let Stephen A. say that.
You're smoking crack. Stop.
Now, Stephen A. was recently on 95.7 The Game, and he continued to speak about just what I was saying earlier, how great of a season Stephen Curry is having. I mean, for sure he's the best shooter. Take a listen here at a brief clip of what Stephen A. had to say.
But Steph Curry at 34 years old could arguably be playing his best basketball, and you're giving him love, but has it dawned on you that it's incredible?
It's not an argument. It's the best basketball I've seen him play, without question. Without question. And by the way, again, guys, Steph Curry, LeBron James, people like that. Here's where Kobe, MJ. Here's where our love for them is no limits. They never cheat us. They're always ready. They may have bad nights, more good nights than bad nights. But you never looked at them and said, they're just out of it. They're not in shape. They didn't take care of themselves. They didn't prioritize accepting and embracing the responsibility for being that dude. Of all the great things Steph Curry has done, that's what rings true to me. I had somebody tell me this story about the Golden State Warriors and about how, in the off season, they all go and they go on some trip to Vegas or wherever it is that they go, blah, 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 blah. What they said was, it's universally understood. The one person who's never going on that trip is Steph Curry. That responsibility is what makes him an all all-time great, the greatest shooter we have ever seen, one of the greatest champions we have ever seen, one of the greatest role models we have ever seen in our life. Maybe it doesn't sound like I'm giving him enough praise, but guys, I don't know what else to say about it, man. I don't know what else, and I'm a person who talks the limit. I can't come up with more superlative to express his greatness as a basketball player, as a professional, and as a champion. I can't. He's one of the closest things to perfection we have ever seen from any winner we have ever encountered in the history of sports. It is that simple.
Now, I get it, Kyrie. I like that he's, really pumping up his young gun. I know he's extremely happy to see a player like Utah Wannabe actually put in the work, see some results, and then see the success during the games. And he's really playing good ball. He is shooting that ball right now. He has been a nice addition. He's almost like a nice counter. Since Ben Simmons won't ever shoot, but he will attack, you have to have shooters around him. So I think it's working out well, but in no way, shape, form, or fashion is he the best shooter in the world right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I off base here? Or is Kyrie capping a little bit for his teammate? Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk with you next time.